welcome to another episode of Friend Outdoors.
On today's episode, Febie joins Walter and Mark for her first ever spring turkey hunt. Febie is very excited and she has hopes that the guys can get a big gobbler into effective gun range. The guys take her to a familiar hunting area where the guys know that there are some gobblers. Our team moves in to their setup location in the dark. They get their blinds set up, they get their decoys set out, and with slight rain in the forecast early, the guys feel like they will have some turkey action at some point. Right off the bat, they hear a gobbler answering a hen, and the hen is closing the distance toward their setup location, with the gobbler not far behind. Is their plan going to pay off? Here's what happens. Once the storm system passed through the area, later in the morning, the sun come out and another group of hens moves in front of the blind. Will a gobbler be with them? With these hens so close, I'm moving the camera very slowly because the gobbler is passing within 6 feet of the blind.
So scared. What? It's heavy. Oh my. It's heavy. I got a turkey.
Back out. You back out.
Uh-huh. Ooh. To the head.
Okay. Let's hear about it.
They're really long and big.
Huh?
The deer. Look at this.
Yeah, pretty, honey. Pretty. Talk.
Okay. I'm still nervous, you know. I got this with the shotgun and drop it dead. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Ray. Hi. I never thought turkey hunting would be so much fun. And with this, first there were 3 hens down that side and coming here. And then after like 5 minutes, we heard some drumming of a hen over there, and down here it was like really near to us, and we were so nervous. And Ray was so nervous too. He said it's beautiful, and Mark too. And then I got a good shot of it, and I can't believe it.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Here's a quick recap of this hunt. On today's hunt, Phoebe, my sister-in-law, is joining us. So Walter and I went into this area where we'd been seeing some turkeys. We went in there in the dark, we got the blind set up, we put the decoys out. As dawn approached, we had a few birds gobble off into the distance. We had one bird gobble that was a little closer. I made a series of calls and he answered one time, but then he went quiet. So we continued to call every once in a while. Eventually we had a hen come into the field and she was very vocal. So we was hoping that she was really going to drag a big gobbler into gun range for us. Eventually that hen left the field and another group of hens worked their way into the field and they come out in front of us. They were 10 to 15 yards from the blind feeding. So I filmed some of that and eventually I thought I heard a bird drum. I listened closely. I asked Dad, I said, "Did you hear that?" He said, "No, he didn't hear it." Eventually I heard it again. I said, "There's definitely a gobbler behind us and he's drumming." He worked his way up the path behind us and he passed within 5 feet of our blind. It was echoing through that blind when he was drumming. As he worked his way to our left, that's where I was able to get the camera on him eventually. And he come out into the field strutting for the hens. Eventually the hens were just milling around and he was just strutting. So I was trying to get some footage. Eventually he moved out to where Phoebe had a shooting opportunity. I said, "Can you shoot him there?" She said, "Yeah." I told her to go ahead and take the shot. Unfortunately, his head did get behind a tree and I regret that, but I didn't want to make her wait anymore. She was very excited. She was so shook up, I was hoping she was going to be able to hit him. But when the bird went down, Walter went out there with her to make sure that the bird didn't flog her or nothing like that again. It was her first time. But luckily we was able to capture it on film. A lot of great memories there. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Hey, if you did, please hit that thumb up like button. We really appreciate it. Subscribe to our channel. If you got any comments, leave them below. Again, it doesn't cost you anything. We really appreciate your time. Also, we got a lot of shorts on our channel. Underneath the shorts tab, you might want to check that out. A lot of different animals on there. Most of these shorts are just 15 seconds. A few of them are just a little longer, but we really think you'll like it. A lot of good footage there. Also, we'd like to thank our military personnel. Thank you for your service. Now for a preview of our next episode of Friend Outdoor Adventures.